Dixie Doodle and I are out on a little walkies. We're at a busier kind of trail walk park. Different environment from walking on the street. More people and dogs. Where is she? Where is she? She's gone on my right, so I'm just going to stop and bring her back around. Good girl. Let's go. She's doing a really nice job on leash. You can see the leash is nice and loose. And there's quite a few dogs and people on this trail. So she's been, if she wants to stop and look, I've been letting her do that. Because she's something spook her occasionally. So I want her to feel comfortable that she can stop and look at stuff. Yes. Good. And as people pass, because she has a tendency to pull towards people and dogs, just as people and dogs pass, I usually give her a treat close to me to stop her from pulling, and also helps reduce frustration. Like if she really wanted to go meet that person or dog and I'm not letting her, the treat helps her feel a little bit better about complying, and will take away any kind of negative feeling she's having by you saying you don't want her to do that. She's crossed over again, so I'm just going to stop. And I'm just going to encourage her to come back. I'm just going to turn my body a little and encourage her. Dixie! Good girl. And I'll give her a treat back in the right position. Do a nice little sit here. There's some people coming by with the doggy. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Good job. So just getting used to sticking with me. Good job. Let's go. I'm still rewarding her in her heel position every once in a while just to keep reinforcing that. And we usually recommend that for the first couple of years. Bring treats on your walks and make sure you're reinforcing being loose leash. Because as she grows, her energy will continue to increase. And it gets harder and harder to walk nicely on leash. And then I've been working on a bit of running. I know you said you want to run with her on leash. So she has a tendency. Oh, people coming fast. These bikes came up pretty fast. You can see that she's a little nervous. Good girl. So we just stopped walking. Those people were biking really fast. Kind of crunched on the gravel suddenly. So that was good. So we'll just stop walking and I'll just encourage her to let her watch and see that everything was okay. They kind of came up really, they freaked me out too. We both got freaked out. Yeah, so when we start jogging a little bit here, good girl. When the leash is kind of like bouncing around in front of her, she will think about putting it in her mouth. So I'm just every once in a while if I see her mouth towards the leash, good girl. She's doing a pretty good job. But if I see her mouth towards the leash, I'll just put food right down in front of her face. Good girl. Just to encourage her to keep her mouth right off the leash. Let's go. Good dog. So we're just doing short bursts just to get her used to it. And she's doing really well. I had thought that she might need to have something in her mouth while you're running, like hold a stick or a toy. But I've only been practicing it for the last 4 days, and she's actually come along. She stopped grabbing at the leash as much because she was initially kind of just grabbing at the leash right away. But she's not doing that anymore, so that's great. And she's doing nice obedience out here too. Dixie. Good girl. Oops, got you tangled there. Got your paw tangled when you bounced. Down. Dixie Doodle. Oh, jogger. Very excited. Down. Good girl. Good dog. So this is it's one of the first really nice sunny warm days, so it's pretty busy here at the park. So she's getting used to responding to everything, and she's doing a nice down, holding it nice and calmly.
Stop this.
Good. Oh, scary. Yeah. That was scary. Someone just jumped there. Oh. Scary. Good girl. So I'm also feeding her when she gets scared after. So what that does is helps her come towards me when she's nervous, which I want her to do. So if your dog's ever scared off leash, she'll come running to you. And also, it'll stop her from barking. Because just in general for anything mixed with a poodle, barking can be an issue. Because poodles like to bark. So just to stop her from barking when she's scared, which is really common, I'm just reinforcing her and trying to make her feel better, right? So I'll give her some pets, and I come down to her level, and we hang out for a second after she gets scared, just to help her regain her confidence. Good girl. Good job. Oops. Getting a little ahead. That's nice. Good girl. Okay. Here we go. Good girl, Dixie Doodle. Oh, pine cone. Oh my goodness, you found a pine cone. Oh, you found a pine cone. Oh my goodness, you found a pine cone. You love pine cones. Yes, you can get it. Get it. Get that pine cone. Get that pine cone. Where'd it go? There. There it is.